Hi guys, welcome to Holistic Life with Kristen. So as we move through January, trying to get our diets and our wallets back on track after all of that excess holiday uh, spending and binging, I have committed to not eating out at all in the month of January. So there's only one exception, and that is going to be on my birthday. My husband is taking me out for my birthday, and and then I am having a party with friends, but that's going to be at home uh, the day right after my birthday, which is Saturday. So, with the exception of that, all of January is going to be a no restaurant challenge. So, that means we are going to be cooking some delicious food at home. Today, I'm going to be enjoying a delicious brunch with a veggie and cheese omelet, as well as some fresh fruit. It's every bit as good as if I would have gone out for breakfast, but I'm going to be enjoying this food at home for a much healthier and lower cost brunch. Let's get in the kitchen and get to cooking. Onion, mushroom, and spinach will be the veggies. I've washed these berries for me and Doggy to share. She's right here. She knows I got berries and she is so excited to eat these with me. So this is enough for both of us. You want some berries, Roxy? Well, first I'm going to go ahead before I have any salt in the pan and make my doggy an omelet. You want your eggies? You want some eggies this morning? Oh boy. Okay. Hey guys, so I'm making the doggy omelet. I have some berries for Roxy. I have seen those expensive dog foods all over the place, claiming to use human grade ingredients for the dog food. And you know what? I just decided that it doesn't make sense to spend a whole bunch of money on all that. I'm going to cut back the amount of dry food that I'm giving her and incorporate plenty of fresh people food that is healthy for dogs. All right, guys, so the doggy omelet is done. I am just going to go ahead and cook my omelet now. I like this potato slayer seasoning in my egg, so I'm going to add just a little bit of this. This seasoning has some salt in it. It's got 210 milligrams of sodium per quarter teaspoon, so we are not going to be adding any extra salt. I'm just going to be adding some of that. And then I'm just going to give my eggs a little mixy mix. So I'm going to start by drizzling just a little bit of olive oil in my pan. To that, I'm then going to add my onions and mushrooms. I'll add the spinach last because I just want to let it barely wilt. But I want to have a nice brown on the onions and the mushrooms. These veggie choices are very inexpensive and they keep well in the fridge. So they're also very meaty and very filling. And since I'm not going to be having any bread, I need this to be very filling. And I'm also going to allow myself to put a bit of cheese in this omelet to make up for the fact that I don't have any carbs. And I am going to allow myself to enjoy the cheese without guilt. Once my onions and mushrooms are where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and next add in my spinach. The spinach is not going to take long to cook at all. I want it to be a very vibrant green, and I just want it to barely wilt. Okay, guys, so normally I would actually do my omelet first, and then I would put that aside, and then I would put the fillings in it. But I had a major brain blip this morning, so I went ahead and I just cleaned out my pan just a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and make my omelet now, and then I'm going to stuff it and put it back in the skillet. I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, guys, so to make my omelet, it's going to be the same process. I've got a little bit left in the bottom of the pan from where I browned up the veggies. But it's mostly pretty clean, so I have added some olive oil. I've just poured that egg in the pan, and I'm just going to kind of move it around to get the edges, kind of make this as wide as I can relative to the size of my pan. And then we're going to give this a flip. All right, that was mostly pretty successful. All right, so this side, the second side was much less browned. This is the first side, so I'm going to load my omelet on this browned up side so we can leave the other side. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my fire. So I just sprinkled a little bit of cheese over the surface of the omelet while it was still hot, and then I loaded it with veggies. I folded it over in the hot pan, and that allowed the cheese to melt. Hey you guys, so I am so hungry. I have been just doing 2 meals a day, so that would be kind of like a brunch and a dinner. So I have here my delicious cheesy veggie omelet, as well as some fresh fruit. So there's obviously this is going to be delicious. So I'm about to eat my breakfast. I will taste it with you, but I know this is going to be good. You can't go wrong with a delicious omelet and fresh fruit. My omelet. Oh my goodness, look how good that looks. Oh, it's so good. It's so cheesy and just loaded up with veggies and then some fresh fruit as a side. All right, guys, first bite. A cheesy first bite. Mm, so good. Super basic. This took about 10 minutes to make. Um, Nothing fancy, nothing special. It is so freaking good. Enjoying delicious food at home and avoiding a restaurant for 1 month is going to make a huge difference on your monthly budget. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go and enjoy my breakfast, and I will catch you all on my next video. Bye.